This channel is supported by my online fishing courses at saltstrong.com/Skinner, including my new Florida inshore fishing course. This channel is also supported by my books, and remember, those books make great holiday gifts. You can learn more about the books at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon. Oh boy, what I love about this trip is how much it's going to change, and it's a short trip. I think this was like 90 minutes. It might have even been just one GoPro battery. Yeah, all right, it's dead, right? There's no birds. I don't know if you're going to see a bird on this video, but there's a tendency, especially this time of year, to go to the beach, grab the binoculars, scan for birds. If you don't see birds, you move on, and nobody's more guilty of that than I am. I mean, I do that too, but there's sometimes that, you got to just fish. All right, I'll have more to say. So I've taken like 3 casts with an 1.5 ounce bucktail. It's just a kind of heavy. I wanted to get more distance. I put on a pencil popper. First cast with the pencil. Huh. There's a surprise. Small fish. It's funny, I wasn't looking there and I thought I heard a splash. Wow. No barbs on there. Yeah, as we get later into the season, you're seeing more of those small fish, but there's going to be a couple decent ones on this trip. What's really amazing, big weather's moving in, and this weather's going to change so much in such a short period of time. It's going to get windy. It's going to get really cold. You won't feel that. I'm going to feel it. It's going to rain. All right, second cast with the pencil. Oh. Huh. Okay, I had a bunch of hits. There's small fish. Actually, I think the smaller fish on this video are going to be on the bigger lure. They're going to be on the pencil. But okay, I'm just happy to see some action here. By the way, this is eastern Long Island. Even though we're not seeing anything on the horizon, if you look at my previous video that went up a couple days prior, I was in the kayak. Oh my God, massive schools of stripers. So yeah, there's fish around. Okay, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. There's just 3 casts and 3 casts I've been blowing up on these little guys. I wish I had some smaller plugs. I'm really surprised at this. Let me try a different color. Yeah, color change did me no good. Just made a couple casts with a green plug and then just put the yellow back on. Yeah, did you see that? I paused the retrieve just momentarily. And then the fish grabbed it. Yeah, very small again, but it's going to get better. All right, then I made a couple of casts with the plug and didn't get hit. So I'm thinking here for a second that, yeah, let's go to a bucktail. So by the way, I use a Tsunami Salt X2 for just about all of my surf fishing. But if you saw my Albie videos out in the boat, yeah, I was using the Tsunami Shield 2, and they've got a really great offer this month. If you buy a Shield 2, and these are great reels, if you buy a Shield 2, you get a free pair of aluminum pliers. And they're like a $40 pair of pliers. They're really nice, so that's a great deal. Buy a Shield 2, get a free pair of pliers. And I'll have a link to that offer in the video description. All right, making that change over to the bucktail. Yeah, I mean, I greatly prefer using the bucktail when I can. It was just a matter of when I started, you know, if I put on a lighter bucktail, I wasn't going to get the distance I wanted. If I put on a heavier bucktail, the tide's low, I'm going to be hitting bottom a lot. I mean, if it was rough, it was blowing, yeah, I could get away with it, you know, if it was more current, but yeah. But yeah, I'm starting to see just a couple of little boils. So I've got a bucktail here. I put on a 1 ounce. So this will be a bucktail that's out next year. It's a dark matter Skinner. This happens to be a swing hook. I was at the shop. Josh had just a few that just came in that he's using as samples, and I grabbed one. So this is my first cast with that. Yeah, I threw a short cast because I thought I saw a small boil in close. And these will be really nice bucktails when we have them out next year. Great hooks, real deer hair, very well tied. So, oh well, next year. Yeah, a little bigger than the pencil fish, which, well, we'll see bigger yet. Yeah, so those fish are on tiny bay anchovies, and boy, can they be picky when they're on those tiny bait fish. And I swear, the closer they are, the harder they are to get the hit. I've seen that a lot of times. Yeah, surface fishing, no birds. I mean, if you weren't right here, you'd never see these things. You would know there's fish near the beach. That's a slot. Yes, I lost my fat cow jig strip. That's I crush the barbs. If you crush the barbs too much, those strips can slide off. One tip is never use the pre-cut holes on these or the otter tails, whatever. I always push it through, make a new hole, and it'll stay on. But yeah, you need a little barb to keep the strips from backing off. So generally, I'm going to use like an ounce or ounce and a half bucktail for this. And just start the retrieve as soon as it hits the water and just swim or glide it over the structure. I'm not putting a lot of action on it. You just don't want to drag bottom or else you're going to get hung up. Plenty of rocks. And that's it. I mean, whatever speed you can do to stay off the bottom, hopefully, that's a moderate retrieve, and that works. So hey, 2 years in a row now, I haven't caught an albie on the beach. In 2017, I beached 300 albies. Yeah, I counted. 2015, I had 72 in one day, and haven't caught one in 2 years now. I know there were some caught at Truman's, not tons, but there were some. I personally haven't seen an albie caught from the beach in the last 2 seasons. Okay, I had a 9-minute lull. No fish for 9 minutes. Hey, sorry about the tilt on the camera. So what happened is it's getting cold. You can't appreciate that watching video, but it's getting cold and the wind is picking up. I had to put my hood on, and that tilted my camera. So it's not bad though. I mean, look, the whole rod's in there, so it's not terrible. I think it's the first time I hooked one close like that. Well, they're getting small. right behind that rock. Like I couldn't figure that out earlier. One more for 20. Yeah, not where I wanted it. That's it. Even 20. Oh, I get that back. 2 dozen. All right, as it's starting to get dark here, I'm switching to. I've got a brand new, really bushy bucktail, 1 ounce. I can hold it up in the current at a slower retrieve, and so I just made this lure change. Oh, what the hell? Big fish. Where did he come from? I just switched to a new, nice dense bucktail. Overslot for sure. All right, my last fish worked out to be the biggest. So yeah, a few better ones mixed in. And so let me see. I was editing this video. It's the 12th. And in the morning, it was supposed to be blowing really hard. I went down to the beach. It was like a light breeze. And there was actually a good school of fish moving down the beach. I saw one surf caster going down after him. I couldn't fish this day, so I didn't pursue them. But then had been just a few days prior where I'd been out in the kayak and there were loads of fish. So I'm just trying to say that there's time. The weather's been tough, but there's still fish. So all right, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Check out my online courses at saltstrug.com/Skinner, including my new Florida inshore fishing course. And don't forget my books. Remember, those books make great holiday gifts. You can learn more about the books at johnskinnerfishing.com and on Amazon.